This episode you're about to view is based on an early alpha build of some new projects we're working on here at Kabam. Things are still at a work in progress stage and subject to change, so keep that in mind while you're watching. We hope that you like what you see so far in this new format for the Summoner Showdown 2021.
Welcome to Summoner Showdown 2021, where summoners get to showcase their skills for the world to see. And now we have our winners from our 3 qualifier matches of Nameless King Groot, Nameless Scarlet Witch, and Nameless, say it with me now, Hyperion! Now, each region's winners get to meet in the Battle Realm to find out who reigns supreme in their respective region. Then, they get to move on to the final stage. This is Summoner Showdown Semi-Finals. To decide who moves on to the finals, each region will run a series competition where their 3 winners will go head-to-head in a brand new fast-paced 1v1 competitive experience built on the foundation of last year's Summoner Showdown. Let's check it out. Similarly to last year, all 3 semi-finalists from each region will face off against each other in a series format, putting their brains and their thumbs to the test. The winner of each region's semi-finals will fight for the title, the trophy, and the glory of Summoner Showdown 2021. Alright, now, while this year's Summoner Showdown is similar to last year, there are some key differences. First off, with the new format, all aspects are being played in-game, which gives you a very fast-paced and exciting way to play. And there's some new rules going on here in the way that we score. So John, my main man, take it away.
Thanks, Dave. I'm super excited for the Summoner Showdown 2021 format. Let's go over how you get points in this new mode. So here we have 3 main areas that we're going to be scoring you on. The first and the biggest is going to be Defender HP remaining. This is where the brunt of your score is going to come from, so you're always going to make sure to push that opponent down and KO them if possible. Secondly, we want to see some aggressive play coming out of our players this year, so we're actually rewarding them for having quicker fights. That means the more aggressive you play, the faster you get that opponent down, the more points you'll earn. And lastly, if you KO the opponent, we also have attacker HP remaining. That means after you successfully KO the opponent, the more health that you have, the more points you'll get. So with all 3 of these combined, this is how we'll be deciding who wins each round of the Summoner Showdown semifinals and finals.
This year, each summoner will create a deck and recruit 30 champions to use in the Summoner Showdown tournament. When ready, they enter into a picks and bans phase, where each summoner will ban 3 champions from their opponent's deck. However, this remains hidden from their opponents until all bans are chosen on both sides for that round. From there, we enter into a snake draft, where a single champion pick starts at the beginning of the draft with the first summoner and ends with a single choice with the second summoner. This single choice will pull from 3 random selections out of their respective decks. Now, in between, both summoners will alternate 3 rounds of picks and choose 2 champions at a time, pulling from 5 random options out of their remaining deck to populate their hand. Now, they've got to make their selections within the time limit, or risk a forced random pick. Keep in mind, their chosen champion can be used for either attack or defense, so they've got to choose wisely. Once chosen, unselected champions return to their respective decks, and we enter into the battle phase. For a single round, the player that selected their champion first in the draft will go first. Each summoner will take a turn to place their defensive champion, followed by both setting their respective attackers. Once a champion is used from the summoner's hands, they can no longer use that champion in any future defense or attack placements for the rest of the match. From there, the match begins, and each summoner will enter into their respective fights. For each round, scoring will be based on the defender's hit points removed, time remaining, and the attacker's remaining health. The first summoner to take the best of 3 rounds wins the match. From there, The summoner with the best set of matches will be the winner of the Summoner Showdown Semi-Finals for their region. That skilled summoner will find themselves among the best of their respective regions, waiting to take the throne in the finals of this year's Summoner Showdown. You don't want to miss it. Welcome to Summoner Showdown 2021. I'm here in the house with my main man, John. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing awesome. Excited to see these dudes from the Americas come out and just shred on the Battle Realm today.
Absolutely, and we have our 3 semi-finalists in the house, and we did get to catch up with them to find out how they feel about being in the semi-finals. So, first on the list, hailing from the state of Florida in the USA, I'm bleh.
Hello, I'm bleh from Port St. Lucie, Florida, and I'll be representing the Americas for this year's Summoner Showdown. So my overall just favorite champion since the beginning of the game has been Doctor Strange. At the moment to play though, definitely it goes to Immortal Hulk. He's got such a high skill cap, but you got to really put in the work to get to that high point, but once you get there, he's really fun. To all my fellow contestants, you better bring it because I'm coming for you.
Very, very nice. Now, I'm bleh defeated Nameless King Groot with our fan favorite, our Summoner's Choice, Hercules. And also, he got that Hercules by grinding for him in the arena, making this whole thing possible for himself, which I think is absolutely amazing. Also, even more amazing, he loves 80s rock. Also, is a big fan of Immortal Hulk.
Well, a man that's familiar with grinding himself, a man that we've seen here in the Showdown before, coming out of Texas, we've got HappyMcMuffins.
I'm HappyMcMuffins. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm representing the Americas. So I think right now my favorite champion is Professor X. He has a really unique playstyle, and he can do a crazy amount of damage with some ramp up. Last year I came so close to winning the title, but this year I'm back for redemption.
Awesome hearing from Happy. Love to see a familiar face here. He did a great job in taking down the Nameless Scarlet Witch with Ghost, and I hope that he's coming back, fighting with a force of vengeance to get that title that he just missed out on last year by a single hit.
Oh man, that must have been so heartbreaking, but here he is for a second chance, just like you said, and we're wishing the best for him. Now, we do have one more semi-finalist in the house. Hailing from the state of Iowa in the USA, we've got Werewrym.
I'm Werewrym. I'm from Newton, Iowa, and I'll be representing the Americas in this year's Summoner Showdown. My favorite champion is Sentinel. I think he has a very expansive kit, and he is available to him tons of different debuffs and lots of attack, and I just think he's overall like a utility knife in this game and can do pretty much anything. I'm Werewrym, and I'm the top Sentinel player in Marvel Contest of Champions.
Very, very nice. Now, Werewrym did defeat Nameless Hyperion with a fan favorite out there with She-Hulk. And not only that, he's a big fan of Sentinel.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Love learning a little bit more about all of our contestants. And I've got to say, it looks like we've got a pretty stacked roster for this semifinals. It looks like it's going to be a really close contest.
Oh yeah, man, and I can't wait to see it. And speaking of which, looks like we're starting our first round of picks and bans. All right, so we've got our picks and bans here. We've got HappyMcMuffins up against I'm bleh.
Yeah, I'm loving this new format. I'm really interested to see what all their bans are here. Love the Mojo ban. I think we've seen him banned almost every single series so far. Really top one there. Wolverine Weapon X, another great ban there. Super tough defender to deal with, and kind of a niche attacker if you're in the right matchup too.
Oh yeah, it looks like he's taking his time here to kind of lock down that third. I mean, Arceus is one of mine that I don't like going up against, but I think HappyMcMuffins might have something different up his sleeve.
Yeah, you know, we actually saw a lot of Arceus last year in the Summoner Showdown, and we saw these guys, I remember Apto going in and absolutely just monster gameplay performance with, I think, Guillotine 2099 taking down Arceus. Ooh, Torch ban here. Interesting one.
Yeah, that is.
You know what? I bet you he's got a bunch of Mystics planned out, and he wants to make sure that's not an option. So, yeah, I like it.
Yep.
APOC,
It's looking like it already.
Yeah, we got some good bans coming out on both sides. Yeah, Bishop, I think he's just an absolute monster defender. We've seen a lot of interaction with Bishop over these semifinals, so yeah, great ban there from bleh as well. And Clairvoyant, first pick for Happy. What do you think of that, Dave?
Yeah, I am liking that, and that goes right in line with banning out Human Torch, which was the first call out, that Mystic. So that was a great call out by you. And I see that we got a Nick here, and I can't imagine not having Nick in there, having unblockable. But
yeah, you know what's crazy?
And I think Penny's pretty crazy. We haven't seen any Penny on defense or offense yet.
Yeah, we've actually seen Penny banned so much of the time, but goes with Mangog and Spider-Gwen here. I do like the Spider-Gwen. I think she's really great with this node combination, those unblockable specials. She's obviously dealing with them well. I am surprised that we have not seen a lot of Nick Fury coming out over here, and I feel like, yeah, he's a very powerful character that a lot of people aren't picking up, but Mangog is also just an absolute beast of a defender.
I agree, and I was staring at Hercules the whole time you were talking. I'm like, I think he's going to go Hercules, and he did. And we also have another Mystic here playing right into that strategy.
Yeah, you know what? Mephisto, another great option here. Torch, very commonly one of the best answers to Mephisto. You wouldn't be able to use his pre-fight here, so you might have a bit of a harder time. But still, Mephisto, super tricky defender, and Hercules, an amazing attacker.
All right, we got ourselves another Kingpin here. Now, we've seen Kingpin, but we haven't actually seen Kingpin.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to actually see him in action here.
Yeah, I love me some Kingpin. Big fan of the belly bumps. He's great after his update. He is solid on both the attack and the defense. Even if you land a parry here, you know, you've got I think it's around a 60% chance to just shrug off that stun that comes back at you. So really great. We also see the new Scarlet Witch. A lot of people have not played with this character. Still not super widely available. So I think a great option there to really slip up the opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. I was a little disappointed not to see Ma show up there, but he ended up picking OG Vision. And we have two more picks here for I'm bleh. What are we looking like?
Yeah, I feel like you got to go with the Nick here. The Doc Ock, really great answer to Mangog. You just got to be careful with that super masochism buff, but he is a great option for it. Thing's a good defender too, and again passes up on the Nick Fury, but goes for the Thing and the Doc Ock. So I'm curious to see if he ends up going against that Mangog, if he brings in that Doc Ock, because you will be able to effectively power control him for the entire fight.
Oh yeah, I was actually interested in seeing what a Darkhawk play would look like on there, because not only would he have the unblockable specials for that special one, which isn't the easiest, but he also has that healing if you knock him down during those modes, which would have been really problematic with that super masochism.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually a good call. Darkhawk only takes a couple tricky nodes to become a real problem. I'm curious to see if any of these guys actually have a Medusa in their deck. We've seen a lot of robots. We see the OG Visions, we see Vision Age of Ultron, lots of Warlock. I'm curious to see if we see anybody pick up a Medusa. But here, again, we're seeing in Happy's deck, he has both Visions. Been pretty common so far through this tournament, and yeah, see, he picks up the Kingpin as well. A lot of value in that character around these parts.
Yeah, absolutely. He got that in like right at the last second. I'm almost curious to know if he actually picked it or if it got picked for him.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they do get random picks if they don't get the timer on. I do like Happy is using all of his time to really think about it. You can see his draft has been very methodical. He's kind of got an answer to most things he needs or needs to deal with, and he's also been good at drafting defenders that I think his opponent is going to have a really hard time dealing with. Namely that Mephisto. I have no idea how bleh is going to be able to answer it.
Yeah, I'm looking over at his roster and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, it looks like Happy's seeing it too. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what he opts into for that. You could go for the Doc Ock, maybe the Spider-Gwen, having that class advantage. Yeah, it's really a tough one. I don't know what the right answer is. So I'm curious to see what he comes up with. I'm just as curious to see what he comes in with here. I gotta guess he's probably gotta go for maybe the Scarlet Witch thing, maybe the Mangog. It's
he goes with the Mangog. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Mephisto's gonna be a tough one. we can see here too.
Yeah.
Happy is he's really going through and thinking of his options, what he's gonna deal with that MCoC with. Yeah, the Sork Supreme could be a decent option. She has some power control. Same with Claire. Thinking probably the OG Vision. Oh, we see the Omega Red here.
Omega Red comes out.
Yeah,
huh?
that's an interesting one. I wonder if he's planning on maybe just trying to heal through some of that aura damage, or just use an aura of his own. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe he's got the Double Edge and Liquid Courage masteries on here for his Omega Red. Could be a good strategy. But yeah, let's.
I agree. Yeah. All right, now we both know that HappyMcMuffins is an absolute beast with vision. He's got, we saw this last year. He's got his backdraft intercepts, and he really knows how to lock the opponent down in the corner. Let's see if he can give us another showing this time around.
Oh, I'm excited to see more of his gameplay. Absolute beast last year, and starting off strong here against this MCoC. I think this is a fantastic matchup. Yeah, not having the 6-star magic available, OG Vision and Doc Ock are some of the best, if not the best, power control options in the 6-star area. So yeah, love this matchup here, love this pick, and yeah, great job at getting these stand-up intercepts as well.
Oh, absolutely. This guy is stuck in the corner, getting a back rub by the rocks there. This is just pretty insane gameplay. No,
Yeah.
he got a little bit of a slap in the face there, but I don't think that'll be a problem for him.
Yeah.
Those intercepts are on point. His reflexes are on point. I don't think he's messing around this year.
Yeah, it looks like he's certainly coming back with a ferocity, and he's ready to win it all, and he's doing a great job so far with this vision. MCoC is a very tough defender, especially on nodes where he gains extra power. So yeah, really, really great showing so far here by Happy. Totally keeping this MCoC under control. Only that one small slip up, and he's still absolutely crushing this fight.
Oh yeah, this is just a masterclass in locking the opponent on the wall. Backdraft intercepts, stand-up intercepts. It's just everyone just sit back, pay attention, take some notes,
Yeah,
and get it in.
This poor MCoC's not even going to be able to throw a single special, I think. He's just got him totally locked down. Really great vision gameplay here. Unlucky on a couple of those stand-up and backdraft intercepts getting clipped, but still totally in control, and he's only going to get stronger from here once he hits that assassin's range.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is the literal definition of rinse and repeat.
Oh yeah, no, you can tell he's done this fight before. I bet you he takes node 54 pretty regularly. Probably whips out the 6-star vision on that one too, I could only guess, because he certainly looks like he has practiced this fight.
Oh, absolutely. Looks like we are nearing the end of this fight here, and he doesn't even look like he tried.
Yeah, no, it's this we can confirm is definitely not going to be a war death for him. He got out of that clean. Really, really awesome gameplay. Totally in control pretty much the whole fight. I don't think he'd let MCoC get a single special off, especially it's super tough on a node like Spite.
Oh yeah, masterful gameplay. And I actually remember him from last year doing an amazing fight, and we're all giving him these compliments, and he's like, yeah, well, that would have been a death. And we're all like, what? What?
Well, that's going to be a tough act to follow, so let's see what I'm bleh has to come back.
All right.
So this is gonna be a really tough matchup, I feel. I wonder, maybe he can get his death aura going, and then he can just sit back and try to just let that kind of take control. But this power gain here from Mephisto is gonna be really rough to deal with.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Oh,
Nope. That's looking like a wrap.
yeah, that's a very unfortunate parry there. Honestly, a really hard habit to get out of doing, especially when the stakes are so high. You know, you got the nerves going, and you just kind of go back to muscle memory. Let's see if he lives this. Ooh, barely squeaks it out.
He did live. Okay, he has a chance for a comeback here.
Clipped by the start of that heavy. Wow, rough stuff there. But let's see if he can bounce back. Really tough matchup there, and I gotta give congrats to Happy on a great draft there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was a super tough match for him. You can tell it was already starting to melt him right there at the beginning, and that had to really play into that kind of like pre-game anxiety, like wondering if you made the right choice and how can you fix this inside of the match with all those things going on. Yeah, that is tough for sure.
Round 1 goes to Happy McMuffins there, and yeah, I'm excited to see what they bring to round 2 now. Let's see if they can swap up and get some creative defenders and attackers going.
All right.
So we've got bleh picking his defender here first. He does have a couple good defenders here. I would say pretty much everybody but Doc Ock is a viable defender to throw in here. Looks like he goes with the Scarlet Witch. I don't think Happy has a great answer to that. I think that's a really good pick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it is. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays through. Perhaps maybe this is where he can use that Kingpin and see if he can get in some knockdowns, use that unstoppable to his advantage, possibly if he's not familiar, but I have a feeling that he is.
Yeah, and Scarlet Witch, not going to be the most amazing Nullify character. As a defender, she needs to rely on those well-timed blocks, so Kingpin should be in pretty good control the whole time. And we see the MCoC coming out of Happy McMuffins. This is going to be super tough for bleh to answer. Yeah, I gotta go with the Doc Ock here. I feel like Doc Ock is
absolutely for the power control. Yes.
Yep, I think that's the play here. But Spider-Gwen could be a good option too. She does have some power control with her Innervate, and yeah. Oh, he goes with the thing here. Gets the class advantage. Okay. You know what he could do is he could build up those rock stacks and then just tank an SP3. Build up those rock stacks, throw a heavy attack, get the protection, and he's going to take no damage. So yeah, let's see how he plays through this, see how creative he can get. And yeah, Happy's picking Claire here. I think this is a good one. She has 3 immunities that you can cycle through. Scarlet Witch has tons of dots that she can put on you, so hopefully he can play into that.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see how he plays this out. I was also kind of hoping that I was going to see some Kingpin gameplay here, just so he can start shrugging off all of those debuffs. But
yeah,
hey, one of these days.
Yeah, one of these days, the King will be in the arena here. But yeah, I agree. The Kingpin could be pretty good here. Ooh, he's got that dexterity. He's got to get rid of it. She's going to be getting a lot of power heal. Great dex. Ooh, just clipped by the end of it. That is not an easy special to dex by any means.
Absolutely not.
Unfortunately, he gets the Incinerate there too, reducing his block proficiency by a pretty massive amount. So it takes some huge block damage there. Oh, just clipped by the end again. That is a tough special to dex, but not a bad showing. Pretty good. Still got a good amount of damage in. Got that big special too with all the bonus damage.
Okay, really amazing showing by Happy McMuffins here. And looks like we've got to see what bleh has up his sleeve.
All right, let's see how bleh answers with the thing. I gotta feel like this is going to be a really tough matchup, but hopefully he can pull it through. Really curious to see, does he stack these rock stacks? Is he going to use them offensively, consume them? Is he going to use them for that protection and those resistances? Curious what his game plan is here, and yeah, if he can pull it off. Nice,
yeah,
gets rid of it.
I'm agreeing with you on the rock stacks here. See,
Special 3. He should live this. He's a tanky boy. He's a big boy. He's got a lot of health. And he's got class advantage, so he should be still pretty healthy after this. Yeah, it does trigger the protection there because it's such a strong hit. And you know what? Now he's at his special 3 with the 15 rock stacks. Fortunately, he doesn't have any Furies yet. One more blocked hit. Let's see if he goes for it. Oh, he gets clipped there. Yep. Oh, and he lands a stun. Okay. Let's see what happens here. He's going to get a good chunk of health back from that adrenaline.
Yep. Got that. He did have some Furies, not a lot. I'm not sure this is going to do the kind of damage that he would hope for.
He will get 20 Furies from it, so he's going to come out with a bunch. Only downside is he used all of those rock stacks with that special attack, so he's not going to have the resistances. He's not going to have the damage protection, so this special 3 might hit a little bit harder. Yeah, as you can see there, just a bit more damage.
Oh, yeah, that was a big damage hit.
Yeah, but he still has that unstoppable, unblockable. Great time to get some damage back and health back with the adrenaline. Just gonna have to be really careful with this spite now. MCoC's real close to special 3. And that special 2, honestly, is gonna be so tough for him to deal with. Pretty much impossible to dex. Yeah. Looks like it'll be curtains for Thing here. Again, really great draft by Happy. Not really leaving a lot of options for bleh, and These nodes are really rough to deal with. Great showing by bleh, though. He got a good amount of health out there, but yeah, looks like Happy's going to take this series.
And yeah, here we have an amazing sweep on the series here. That was 2-0. That is pretty amazing.
Yeah, awesome gameplay from Happy. You can tell he's hungry for the win. He wants to get back in those finals and starting off strong. Great draft and amazing gameplay. That vision fight was super clean.
Absolutely, I agree. I want my own replay. All right, up next we have our next series with I'm Bleh versus Werewrym.
Here we get started with the pick and bans. We have Werewrym versus I'm Bleh. Excited to see what they come up and they cook up in here. Yeah, starting with the bans, and I don't know. There's a lot of good picks. See Mojo again.
It's Mojo always first. It's like nobody has any time for Mojo.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all. I'd be doing the same thing right now. I'd be curious. You know, he's banned so often. I wonder if you could leave him up just out of the the sheer knowledge that your opponent will probably ban them. Maybe an adaptation we'll see in the finals. But yeah, Bishop banned out here too. Another staple of the ban list and the pick list. Super tough. I think the only time we've seen him come through, he did win that match. So yeah, really, really strong defender there as well. Coming down to the last 10 seconds of the ban phase. See who their final picks are.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we've got another Penny Parker. I was kind of thinking it was going to be Weapon X, but it was not.
Yeah, and speaking of Weapon X, there he is.
And there it is.
Yeah, I think...
I'd be surprised if it wasn't chosen.
yeah, especially Spider-Gwen is pretty good. Ghost is a little bit weaker without her synergies, but still usable. But I gotta say, Weapon X here, gonna be really tough to deal with. Yeah, great pick.
Yep, there we go. Yep, absolutely. All right, and we have our 2 pick of the snake draft here. Miles Morales, Sasquatch. It looks like Sasquatch is going to be on there, and I can't see Vision not being on there.
Yeah, you know what? I was actually thinking Spider-Ham. He's pretty annoying, especially with those unblockable specials. Oh, we see the Miles picked, though.
No.
Interesting. Yeah, you know what? He has a good chance of dealing with those unblockable specials, so could be a good piece of utility there. And then, yeah, curious. I feel like probably go Sasquatch. Maybe, I don't know, Emma's a little bit easier to dex. Vision's got that great utility, though, like you were touching on.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
No, he's going for the science.
Yeah.
Yep. We know that.
That was a good call.
Yeah, science is a theme of these semifinals. You know, we had the PhD before, or the master's degree before, and now we've got the science roster over here. So we got a little bit of competition between EU and ANA over who's more devoted to science.
That's right. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So we see.
What did want to mention on Spider-Ham there that special too is also tough to dex, especially with the unblockables.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. With a spite node, you got to be careful. You don't want to ever be sitting above a bar of power yourself. You're probably going to want an evade counter, maybe somebody that can deal with unblockable. Yeah, Spider-Gwen could be a great pick to deal with it, but yeah, tough stuff. We see Kingpin. He's here. He's in the flesh.
Yep.
Maybe we'll get to see him this time. And we see the new Scarlet Witch as well, the Sigil Witch, if you will. And I'm excited to see her again because she actually did really good as a defender in that last series.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, at this point, I think I'm just going to call him King Pick instead of Kingpin because no one's using him.
Yeah, you know what? He's a staple of the draft, but I don't think he's been banned yet. He's just been picked very often. He is one of those generalists that's always great to have as an option. Maybe not the best option in any situation, but certainly not bad in most. And we saw Maw and Ghost here, 2 sides of the spectrum there. Those 2 you definitely don't want together in the same match. That's just a bad time for one of them. Yeah, I feel like Maw is another pick that's very powerful in these series so far.
Yeah, especially with the node choice here. He's like I said before, he's a favorite of mine.
Yeah, especially, you know, if you don't get hit by that special one or he doesn't nullify anything off of it, getting that long duration Fury just means he's pretty much guaranteed to get at least another special one. Yeah, we see the Punisher 2099 and Immortal Abomination coming in here. Punisher 2099, we haven't seen a lot of. We've seen him as an attacker, but not as a defender too much here. and those specials are totally impossible to deck, so you got to find a creative solution to deal with that.
Yeah, for sure. He does have Doom here, which can be very helpful using his aura to avoid that knockdown.
Yeah, Doom also a great option for getting rid of the super masochism. He is shock immune. He applies a shock. That means he won't take it back, and you get rid of it. He also has the passive stuns, which means that he won't be triggering masochism with the stun from those, and he can still land his heavy attack. Great damage, great power control. Very powerful character, some would say.
Yeah, only a few people. Not me.
Yeah. We'll never forget you, Broccoli. And we see the Spider-Gwen here too. Spider-Gwen, I feel like, has been another one of those pocket picks. We haven't seen a lot of success with her yet, but those unblockable specials, she deals with them pretty easy. So I'm curious to see if she ends up getting brought out.
Yeah, and we have a MCoC pick here, which I think would actually be really powerful here because he can stop people in their tracks if you're not careful.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think Werewrym has any sort of true accuracy or true strike, or really any way to deal with auto block. So MCoC could be really powerful here. I feel like you almost have to go with a Doom. He's going to be annoying on attack and defense. He has unblockable specials, and he went for neither of them. So we were both completely wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice to share in the experience.
I feel like there's a lot of, maybe a bit more kind of onus on Ghost here. I guess she does have the phasing to deal with the unblockable specials, so pretty good with that, as long as the specials are short enough. Hyperion, probably a bit more of a comfort pick. He does have the Doom and the Maw to deal with Hyperion. Either of them throw a heavy attack, not a problem. And then, yeah, coming in for the last pick for Werewrym, we see the Vision Age of Ultron.
Yeah, this is looking good. I'm staring at that Vision Age of Ultron and saying, I think that's the one, and it was, in fact, the one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, defense. I would love to see Kingpin, because he's also a beast on defense.
Yeah, the defensive king. I like the Punisher pick here, though. I was thinking maybe Scarlet Witch. He does also have that Weapon X. I don't think that Werewrym has a good answer to it. Maybe the Vision Age of Ultron, but that's going to be a really tough fight. So, yeah, curious to see. I feel Doom is actually a pretty good defender here. He's going to force you to dex with those unblockable specials. Special 2 can be pretty tricky to deal with, and he's just so tanky. So that huge HP pool he has is going to make him be very tough to deal with.
Absolutely. I love the Ebony Maw pick there. He's a lot tougher on defense. It's people don't have an easy time with him, and I'm very curious to see how he performs this time around.
Yeah, you certainly got to respect the Maw, and I think that, especially with Spite, he's very powerful, very tough to deal with. Oh, we see the Miles coming in here with the Punisher 2099. I am curious to see how he works with those unblockable attacks. If the missile work or not, we'll have to find out. And but yeah, I love it. Very creative pick, and very excited to see how that shakes out for him. Miles is not really a character we see a lot of these days.
No, not at all. But thanks to his buff, I think we're going to see a lot more of that in the future.
One can hope.
Yeah.
Hopefully I do my job sometimes. We see the Immortal Abomination come in for the fight against Ebony Maw. That's a pretty great one. I think he has a lot of opportunity here to maybe land that weakness and get a heavy attack in to get the longer durations, but also just being able to stay so healthy and heal and just do tons of dot damage. But yeah, we're getting into it here with Werewrym.
Yeah, absolutely. I am disappointed in not seeing Kingpin again going up against Maw. I just really wanted to see that interaction. Getting those heavy knockdowns, man.
There's still
no
time.
worries.
There's still time. So yeah, we see here Werewrym getting clipped a couple times, and now Punisher 2099 is at Special 2. Oh, he's quick to get that out of the way. Oh, he gets clipped by the Special 2. Very unfortunate there. Hopefully he can pull back from this. Man, those specials are going to be tough to deal with. Heals a good amount from the adrenaline here. Oh, another Special 2. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he gets clipped by it again. Sheesh. That's a rough one. Yeah, just not high enough chance on the miss there. And unfortunate stuff, but I really like the pick. Maybe maybe if he beats a special one or something, but I think that's a tough matchup either way. Let's see how our other competitor can bounce back and answer to him. We got I'm bleh going in with the Immortal Abomination. I think he's a great pick for this node. He wants to have the poisons on himself, so he's actually using Super Masochism to his own advantage. Let's see how he can handle this Maw, though.
Yeah, and he does have the class advantage. It's just going to be a little bit tough for him because he's going to have to get those heavy attacks, and he just does not have the reach. Oh, and he's going
he gets
for
clipped by the
SP
special
too.
two. Oh, no.
Oh, with the falter and gets melted. Oh, man, that was a super fast fight. You know, Werewrym didn't have a great time in his fight either.
Yeah, this is going to be cutting down to the wire. Looking at the stats here, though, it does look like I'm bleh will take round 1 because his fight actually was shorter. So you do get score based off of how long you are in the fight. So the shorter the fight you get, the more points you get in that category. And their HP was so close that by actually having a shorter fight, bleh takes out the round here. So great stuff to both players. Kind of a weird way to win off that one, but you know what? We'll take those. All right, so we're getting back into the picks here. Let's see what Werewrym will take in for the second round. I'm feeling the Spider Ham here. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like that's a tricky one, and I don't know if bleh has a great answer to it. But Doom also on the table.
Yeah, I think he's kind of saving his Doom just in case he sees a Hyperion pick there.
Mm-hmm. And goes with the Spider Gwen. I can respect it. I feel like Ghost can deal with her. She does have that anti-evade. But other than that, that's really his only option. So we'll see if he brings out the Ghost and can deal with that. And
yep.
I'm curious to see. I feel like Weapon X or Scarlet Witch are the picks here.
Weapon X for sure.
Yeah, he can maybe deal with the Weapon X.
Goes
with the
Scarlet Witch. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a great pick as well. I think she's very powerful. If you let her to get to that special 2, it's going to be really tough to deal with. Vision, good counter here. He will be able to ignore most of her debuffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's going to be a great showing here. And the power control, let's see if he has the will and the ability to keep her locked in the corner.
Yeah, we've already seen an amazing showing of Vision by Happy. Let's see if these guys can come back and get one quite as amazing as his. And yeah, picking into Spider-Gwen, I feel like you've got to go Ghost here. Maybe you can use Doom and just try to play slow, play around those heavy attacks. But I'm really thinking Ghost is the pick here.
We've got a Kingpin finally.
All right. Well, he does have class advantage, and he can use that heavy attack to try and ignore her evade. And her specials are very easy to dex, even if they're unblockable, so it's super winnable matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's get this started here. Werewrym is up against I'm bleh with that Scarlet Witch. And let's see if he can get her off into the corner here.
Yeah.
Great intercept right there.
This Scarlet Witch is no joke, especially considering that she is such a kind of unpopular pick. Still a very new character to the contest. A lot of people haven't been able to get their hands on her yet, and he's doing a great job of keeping her under control and keeping that power down.
Absolutely. And he's trying not to push her off to that SP2. He gets that power steal and the power burn.
Nice intercept there. Yeah, it just gets clipped, but he does get the recovery. Great stuff. Got to be careful with that. Ooh, it gets rid of the dex right away. Really great play so far from Werewrym here.
Yeah, absolutely. And the AI just seems to be playing right into his hands like he has a mastery over exactly how she's going to react. It's super fun to watch.
Yeah, really great stuff so far. Interested to see if Scarlet Witch is even able to throw a special attack this fight. We've seen it before with Vision, and hopefully we'll be able to see it again here. Yeah, great stuff. He's intercepting like a beast, and he's keeping her power under control. Oh, no. Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Big hit. Yeah, absolutely. He's going to have to use that SP2 to try to get back some of his health, and she's just not giving him those ins, but
nice.
Looks like he was able to recover some of that health, so that is very, very good.
Oh,
she
wow.
didn't go for the intercept. Yeah, that was a great recovery right there.
Catches him on the intercept.
Wow, it looks like he got a little bit of confidence having that unblockable buff and just jumped in and picked him apart.
Yeah, unfortunate end there, but yeah, really great start of the fight there, and I thought he had a great showing with the vision, so hopefully that's enough for him to take this round.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's get on to the next fight.
So here he is, your man, Kingpin, the king of the belly bumps. What do you think?
Yes, I'm waiting for it, man. I'm hoping he takes advantage of those belly bumps, but he's going to have to get her over to the corner first to really take advantage of that, and has a little bit of mashing going on there, and it played out in his favor because she didn't counterattack there.
Yeah, he's almost at that rage, though. You know what? He could even just go for the unstoppable on the special 2 and largely just ignore her. Not hit reacting and being pretty safe. Ooh, gets the unblockable special 1 there. Gets the dot on. That's some big damage. He's just got to be careful of the special 3. Unfortunately,
man.
that overpower is a buff. That means more power for Spider-Gwen. But you know what? Having class advantage in how tanky this Kingpin is, he's going to be able to heal back with willpower. He's going to be able to heal back with adrenaline. He's saving the special attack here.
Waited a little bit too
nice.
long to counter that heavy attack, but
great recovery.
He is getting it, and now he's going to have to pay some close attention here. Okay, he got that SP2.
Nice, good recovery again. Just gotta watch out for this Spider-Gwen here. Oh, he lands the parry. Good dodge on the heavy though. He's making a comeback. Just gotta watch out for these evades. Oh, he's got the buff. He needs her to throw the special 2. Oh my goodness.
Lucky throw. I love it.
She had a green bar at the end of it. That was as close as it could possibly be. All right, she's flying through those specials again. Already back at a special 2. Already back at a special 1 again. Okay, this is a really close fight.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he is showing his skill here and his adaptation.
Oh, no.
No.
My goodness.
Oh, she didn't go for the full hit. Okay, can he?
No. Nice try on the comeback there. But yeah, really great fight. That's a tricky one. She's going to evade like crazy. She's going to dodge your special 1, even if it's unblockable. And yeah, great showing there. And looks like I'm Bleh will be the winner of Series 2.
Yeah, and we got ourselves another sweep here. So that is super, super impressive. I'm happy I got to see Kingpin at least. Great showing. Great series.
Yeah, the Americas are looking real clean so far with the amount of sweeping going on. So let's see if they continue the tradition and keep the area around here clean. And yeah, let's get into HappyMcMuffins versus Werewrym.
All right, we are down to HappyMcMuffins and Werewrym. So we're going to see just how these picks and bans go. Like, what are you thinking here? Oh, well, there goes the mojo. Never mind.
You got to get rid of the mojo. It's you know, it's just procedure around these parts. You can't leave them up for too long. If you hit that 40-second timer and mojo isn't banned, something's gone horribly wrong. I think
we should just call him Nojo at this point.
Yeah, no shot he's going to be in the game. Pressure's on Werewrym here. He needs to take this series in 2-0 fashion if he wants to continue competing for it. If Happy takes this in any fashion whatsoever, 2-0 or 2-1, he will be crowned the winner of NA. So lots of pressure on here, and Happy's draft so far looking good. I like the Human Torch ban again. I feel like that's much more of a ban to get rid of him as a tool for his opponent rather than having to deal with it himself. And yeah, I think the Immortal Abomination, maybe he doesn't have a good answer for dealing with poison, so another great ban there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That was his strategy last time. He wants to make sure he can use those Mystics. And I believe we are going to see that in just a little bit here. So starting off that snake draft, we have Werewrym with his first choice of Void. And here we are with HappyMcMuffins.
Yeah, you know what? That Void's a great pick, knowing that Happy loves his Mystics. Then bringing that Void in, having that class advantage, being able to deal with that power gain is a great call-out. Loving the Vision pick here again. MCoC has been popular. He's a powerful defender. Speaking of which, he's right here. And he did so well with that Vision last time. He clearly has a very good understanding of that character. And yeah, Void also a great option for somebody like MCoC if you need it, or Ebony Maw. Both of them very powerful defenders on this node combination.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping to see another showing of Ebony Maw. I mean, that's probably the most gangster-looking finish I've ever seen in any one of these matches.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Ebony Maw is obviously a fearsome defender. Some people say we need to update him again, but I think that Summoner Showdown disagrees this year. Seems like he has been quite the powerful pick in the Americas qualifiers here so far.
Oh, for sure. I've seen quite a lot of great gameplay with him. I would love to see him on the offensive side just to see how well he can handle again. But all right, let's see what we got on the list.
I was really hoping to see that Spider Ham. I feel like on this node combination, he's gonna clip you with that special too. It does a ton of damage, and he's just gonna blow you right up. But Happy's got his game plan in. He's ready to go. He's picking those characters right off the bat.
Oh yeah, and one thing about that Spider Ham is you've already got so many things going on. You've got the unblockable thing you have to worry about, but then a lot of people don't think about his porker poppers going off, because that really forces you to stop and think about when you use your specials.
Yeah, for sure. I'm loving the Doom pickup here. He's an insanely powerful character. If you see him on the list and you don't pick him up, just seeing him in the opponent's roster is an immediate threat that you have to recognize. All of these picks here are great for Werewrym. I'd have a tough time picking 2 out of the 5 here. I'd say Claire, again, a little bit of bias. I love Spider Ham, would love to see him, but Sasquatch, Mangog, and Luke Cage are all amazingly powerful characters.
Oh yeah, and this is also one of the strategies that we're starting to see here is I almost feel like we're seeing some fake out picks to get people to start choosing champions that they wouldn't normally choose, just so that you can come back and take advantage.
Yeah. Goes with the Claire and the Mangog here. Both amazing picks. Claire, less of a defender, but an amazing attacker, a real jack of all trades, has immunities, has power control, has healing. And Mangog, super tough defender, as we saw already. Happy is poised with the vision, so maybe we'll see that matchup again. But he's got some great picks here too. We've seen the Domino before. Really great defender, and goes with the Sorcerer Supreme as well. So curious to see what his plan is with that.
Yes, absolutely. And we have 2 more picks here. We haven't seen any CGR here. Cosmic Ghost Rider. We do have a Luke Cage here as well.
Yeah, Luke Cage is a good one. I feel like in a match kind of this tough, with so many things already going on, it's going to be really hard to pull out the full loop of CGR. That being said, if you can do it, you're probably going to get the advantage in the time. But I'm leaning towards probably maybe Sasquatch, APOC. APOC is just so valuable on both a clear S tier defender and attacker, especially when there's masochism involved, where he can totally ignore that node. And Sasquatch, again, totally viable attacker if you need him. Also an amazing defender, especially when there's all that extra power coming in.
I absolutely agree. And good point on the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Those buffs would be very, very nasty with that spite. So that is X'd off.
Yeah, so it looks like he goes with the Luke Cage and the Airwalker here. It looks like he was a little low on time. Curious, I feel like the Airwalker is a little bit of a weaker pick. He certainly can trip you up, but he does have Doom, so you got to feel that maybe he ran out of time on that one and wasn't planning to bring the Airwalker. But, it is what it is. And interesting, he goes for the Sasquatch. I was thinking the Weapon X there, maybe. But both very powerful characters.
Are you saying he picked him in air?
Which one? The
Airwalker.
Yeah, it looked
horrible
like he was
joke.
running out of time.
Horrible joke.
Yeah. Okay.
We are moving on.
These things happen. So picking defender here, yeah, Maw, great defender. Gotta feel that maybe he'll answer that with the Void. Void can definitely handle the Maw as long as you can get in there. You can land your heavy attacks, which is definitely a feasible thing with Void. A lot of great defenders here for Happy. Domino, Sasquatch, Doom, Spider-Gwen, like most of his roster is viable defenders here. You can see him, he's really taking his time and thinking about what the opponent has to offer and who he's going to bring. And looks like we're seeing the Domino. Yeah. We've seen this before.
I really like Happy's choices here, man. It's very, very diverse. And you could tell he really thought about how he wanted to spread that out and trip up his opponent. Let's see if that actually plays out.
Yeah, and there it is, the Void into the Maw. amazing matchup for Void, and it really looks like Happy has had some amazing planning coming into this series and semifinals, and he's really got a good structure. We've seen similar bans from him every time, and he seems to just be almost in his comfort place where he knows what's going on with this pick and ban, and it's going to take a lot to make a guy this skilled slip up. So I don't know what you answer the domino with here. The Void, interesting. I guess you can try and just let a couple of the debuffs land on him. I don't think that Werewrym was running Resonate, so he's gonna miss out on that bonus damage and the masteries, but hopefully he can get a couple of those debuffs onto Domino and then just kind of play safe and wait out the rest of the fight. Alright, so here we get in match 1, Void versus Ebony Maw. I feel like this is a really great matchup for Void. He can definitely deal with pretty much everything Ma has got to bring to the table. And if he's lucky with those Petrifies, he can deal with the power gain from Spite as well.
Oh, absolutely. It looks like HappyMcMuffins is coming out here swinging.
Oh, he gets clipped with it. Okay,
he gets
luckily,
clipped and he's taking the damage.
Luckily,
oh yeah, good thing.
The timing was a little bit luckier here than the previous time we saw that one happen.
Yeah, but that still took off a major chunk.
Oh no, he gets clipped again.
He gets it again.
Well, the HP to beat is 80% there. Tough matchup. Looks like Ma is kind of becoming the king of the Americas here. Really tough stuff. And that Spite node, you gotta wonder if he gets a little bit luckier with the RNG on those debuffs. Maybe he gets the Petrify and it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, I would hope so, but man, that special 2 is very, very powerful, and I think it's catching a lot of people off guard. Second thoughts here on Ma. I'd love to hear what the audience has to say.
Yeah, I think he's doing pretty good. Cool, so let's see how that gets answered back. Alright, so the Domino matchup here is going to be really tough to deal with. Oh, and he gets an intercept right off the bat. That's tough stuff.
Yeah, that is a tough one, man. Tried to get that
here.
sidestep and just was very unlucky with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Unlucky there, so he's got to be careful. He can't dex right now. Okay, he's safe. Does he go for the special 1? He does. Okay, doesn't fail. Nice, he's getting more debuffs. He's slowly getting that damage ramping now. Okay, he's getting closer. He just has to eke out a little bit more, 10% more, and he's got this one rounded out. Let's see.
Yep. And I'm hoping he doesn't catch any of that critical failure here.
Yeah, no kidding. And hopefully he doesn't catch any specials either. But he's looking pretty good. Oh, he gets clipped. Oh, this is a close one.
Right on that last piece there. Oh, but he does get that reverse intercept. Very, very nice.
Oh, this is really coming down to the wire. Wow, great sidestepping here. Oh no, Texas a little too early.
He doesn't do it on the wall. And that bleed is looking gross.
Oh my god, this is so close. Wow, that bleed is just gonna tick him down. Okay, so that was really, really close. I think we're going to have to look at the stats to see who came out on that one. Really close there. Both of them getting down to 0.3% defender difference on their HP, but it does look like Happy just squeaks out the win. So great job there on series or round 1. And yeah, let's see what they've got next in the picks phase. All right, so Happy picking his defender here first. He's really got a plethora of champions he can pick from at this point. Sasquatch is an amazing defender. Doom is a top-tier defender. And Spider-Gwen, not really a good answer on Werewrym's team, but he does go for the Sasquatch. Gonna be really hard for Werewrym to answer that one. But yeah, let's see who Werewrym uses for his. Could go for the Airwalker. I feel like Doom will answer that a little too easy. Miles is an
Maybe
okay
the Mangog,
defender.
man.
Yeah, it's
the
gotta be the
Mangog. Looks like
Mangog.
it's up next. Yep.
It's time for the Mango to go. Yeah, I don't know who else you pick here as a defender. It's Mango's the clear superior one, and yeah, he goes with it. So curious, yeah, we're gonna see a rematch of the first round, but I believe the first time he had the original vision. This time he's got Age of Ultron. A little bit tougher to deal with that matchup, but obviously he showed a master class in how to deal with it. Yeah,
well, I'm excited to see it again.
Yeah, for sure. It's by no means an easy matchup, but HappyMcMuffins is by no means a bad player either. So he's definitely ready to step up at the plate. And curious what Werewrym will bring here. Ooh, the Luke Cage.
No, Luke Cage.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. He can get those exhaustions in to deal with the bonus energy you get from Spite, and also the bonus HP that Sasquatch will be dealing with. As long as he has Despair at a high enough level, he can deal with healing. But yeah, let's get into it. Happy using Vision against this Mangog.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of a clip there, but he goes right back into business as usual with those intercepts, backdraft intercepts, and let's see if he gets some stand-ups once he gets them on the wall.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to just be fighting, going for those light intercepts. Wow, the AI is just hanging out there for a second. But yeah, he's getting in control here, one combo away from another special, and he is being great so far. Can he keep Mangog down the whole fight? That is really the key dealing with this guy, is you gotta keep him locked down the whole time. One slip up and he could be throwing a massive special 2 in your face.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we noticed one of the cool things about this fight is his heavy attack reaches so far that it just gives you, it gives you the chance to just get right back in the game and keep on attacking.
Yeah, for sure. And, Happy is definitely going to capitalize on all of those opportunities to get in. Really great job. He's ducking all of those heavies. He's getting these intercepts. Ooh, he gets clipped there, probably looking for the stand-up intercept, but still in great control of this fight and doing a great job. Yeah, hopefully he can close this one out.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like he's right back in his comfort zone. Doesn't look like anything's phasing him at all. He's just picking this up, stand-up intercept, keeping it going. I mean, what else can you really say? You just got to stand back and watch it.
Yeah, gets clipped there.
A little bit of damage there.
Let's see if he can get this special in before Mangog does. Looks like he will be able to. Great stuff. Back in control of the fight. Gets the stand-up intercept again. Oh, man, this is getting close now. Okay, so he's got another one on deck. He's keeping him under locks. He should be getting another special here. Great work.
Absolutely, and he also has that heal block going on there just in case he happens to make a mistake. And that was a little bit of some passiveness going on there. Was the AI taunting him?
Yeah, Mangog is he's just laughing in his face. He thinks that he's just letting him play around with them. Oh, great stand-up intercept, almost in the assassin's range here. Nice stuff. Good work so far. All right, he's got another special on deck. He should have this fight under control. Misses the stand-up intercept. AI is throwing the block up. Let's see. Oh, he's in the last 10%. This is so close.
Last 10%. He's going for that stand-up intercept. Gets it in, and he's going for that next SP1. And
no, he gets clipped.
And he gets the
no. 1% left. You gotta hope that 1% isn't gonna keep him away from the finals. He's cursed with the ones.
Dude, yes, man. Would that? Oh, that would be awful.
Okay, you gotta hope for it. But let's see how Werewrym can answer back. All right, so we got the Luke Cage going in against Sasquatch. By no means an easy matchup here, but I do like the chances he has with Luke Cage. I think this is a good matchup for Luke Cage, especially since he has the class advantage. Just going to be a really long fight, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to find out soon here how this exhaustion works with Despair, if he absolutely does have it. All right, we've got 4 Despair, and we are seeing that that healing come down quite a bit. We were at about 200, now we're down to 111 with 4 stacks. So let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, and that Indestructible from Luke Cage coming in clutch, just mistiming the dex on the Sasquatch special 1, but the Indestructible coming in clutch. He's actually got to be really careful here. Normally with Luke Cage you want to be cycling those special 1s, but because of the stun chance and this the super masochism, you got to be really careful about it. So opting in for the special 3 instead, really smart option. More debuffs to deal with that healing and more damage when he lands those crits.
Yep, and we've got a lot of those debuffs on, and his healing is almost nil there.
Yeah, getting some huge damage here with Luke Cage. Saw, I think, like 8,000 damage crit there. Some really big damage. Hopefully he can keep up. Oh, he's losing those debuffs. He's going to need Sasquatch to throw a special here. Okay, Sasquatch is playing.
And he gets it.
Yep. Needs another exhaustion on him ASAP right now, so Sasquatch will stop building up those wrath charges. Oh no, lands
takes
the
a
parry.
few hits. That's going to be rough with the power flood.
Yeah, this is getting close. Okay, he's got the exhaustion back on him. He's gonna need to keep those exhaustions up. The only problem now is Sasquatch has built up a ton of damage resist, making this fight gonna last even longer. Oh man, he's gonna get a bunch of exhaustions here.
Yeah, let's see how that plays out. I don't think this is going to push Sasquatch into Special 3 yet,
Oh,
but it
close.
will help to drain.
He's gonna need a special attack. Well, actually, he's got the exhaustions, so maybe he actually wants to be sitting on Spite a little bit more if he can get those. Great decks there. Really good comeback on dealing with those special ones now. Get Sasquatch into that HP range, but that timer's not looking great. Those bigger special 3s costing him. Also, real quick, I don't know if you guys catch that, but it looks like he actually has the Stand Your Ground mastery, and he just blocked a heavy attack with it. Super lucky stuff there. I think that caps out at a maximum of 50%, so really, really good stuff there. Having that mastery, definitely saving his butt. But yeah, the timer is ticking down. It's getting close. Sasquatch is... Okay, he's finally activated the Wrath of Tanarak, which means he can do some regular damage again, trying to juice out as much as he can with this special 3 before the timer runs out.
Let's see if he can get to Indestructible before...
Oh,
no!
Well, I think he should be okay. He should be able to survive through this one, but I'm pretty sure before this I saw the timer is at 1 second. Let's see what we got. Yeah, the time out. Wow, two really close matches here. Amazing stuff from both players, but it does look like HappyMcMuffins will take this round and the series.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like, and that's a big congratulations for him as well, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like he is clean sweeping up all of the Americas here. He's doing his best to keep us clean and calm and collected, because he certainly is. And yeah, congratulations to HappyMcMuffins on winning the semifinals for the Americas.
Well, that was absolutely amazing. I mean, that was a nail biter all the way through, but you know what? I mean, HappyMcMuffins squeezed it right at the end there by getting an amazing 2-series sweep in this semifinals, which makes him the winner.
Yeah, amazing stuff from Happy for sure, but yeah, credit to all of our players here. Really great semifinals. Loved watching every minute of it, and I can't wait to see more.
I do agree with you that we had an excellent showing from all of our players, and speaking of which, we do have one of our players with us right now, and that is I'm Bleh. Dude, super congratulations for making it this far. You had one heck of a showing.
Yeah, I loved it all the way through. It was very fun.
Glad to hear you enjoyed it, man. Yeah, I just gotta ask you, what is your thoughts on this new game mode? What do you think of the pick and ban? How did you enjoy it?
I really like the strategic aspect behind it, being able to choose your champions and see who you're going to have for your attackers and defenders. It really enables for a very smart matchup and seeing how people do with their fighting skills.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that note, seeing that you are such a skilled player, we've been asking all of our players this same question. How does taking your skill in the game, knowing what you know through Alliance War and Alliance Quest and things like that, but now adding in this extra feature where some of the control isn't always yours and some of the rugs are getting pulled up from under you, how do you adapt to that and how do you feel when you play?
I definitely feel like it has more of an Alliance War aspect to it. It's very much kind of a sense of going in with what you got, making the best of what champions are given to you. Makes for a very fun experience. I love it a lot.
Awesome. Well, as we touched on with the game mode, you do get to pick a limited number of champions. You get to pick 30 champions here. Just walk me through a little bit what your plan was going in with your deck in the semifinals.
So when I was planning out my deck, I was looking more because the nodes were unblockable. With the Supermasochism, I was looking for a lot of defenders that had unavoidable special attacks, so no way of avoiding the damage whatsoever. A lot of champions looking between that would fit both categories for attackers and defenders, but definitely looking for those annoying defenders.
I gotta ask, what was maybe your favorite fight or favorite moment through all of these?
Favorite fight probably has to go to the fight between... I gotta go Kingpin versus Gwenpool, or Spider-Gwen. It was definitely a fun fight. She was working with me a lot there, but it's just fun to use Kingpin. I don't have him on my main account.
Oh man!
So it was fun to use the power of Kingpin and how strong he was hitting.
Now, do you have any messages for the winner of our semifinalists, HappyMcMuffins?
I congratulate him a lot. I was going into this when I saw his name for the winner in qualifying. I was already intimidated by that. He's got a lot going for him. I saw his gameplay last year. He's a great fighter. I'm wishing him the best for him going on.
Nice, yeah. Obviously, a fierce competitor, barely missed out on last year's finals. So yeah, glad to hear that you're supporting him too. I would be quaking in my boots if I had to go up against him. I'll be honest with you.
Which is the only time you ever hear him say something positive about Quake.
It's true.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out and talking with us about your experience in the Summoner Showdown. You did absolutely fantastic, and we were happy to have you.
Thank you very much.
Well, we are with our next interviewee here, Werewrym in the house, who had an absolutely amazing showing. And I'm saying amazing for everyone because it's really hard to quantify which one was more amazinger, but we are here nonetheless. And so, Werewrym, how do you feel about your performance?
I thought I did all right. I wasn't super happy with my final performance, but it was very difficult nose, and sometimes you just can't predict what the AI is going to do. I thought the Luke Cage fight was my best fight probably. Luke Cage is really good for stuff like that because you can reverse the power gain when you get enough his debuffs on them, and I had max to spare, so I was hoping I could get rid of Sasquatch's regen at the end there, but he was just a little bit slow, which was unfortunate. So I thought it was a good fight overall. It just was a little slow.
Now, what did you feel about, or how did you feel about this new format for Summoner Showdown this year?
This format is awesome. I thought everything about it was great. I mean, I don't have any negative comments on the entire format. The only comment I would have is on the nodes, but it's just tricky nodes. Usually you'd take like a magic to that or something like that, but with her not being available as a 6-star, it was just one of those things you kind of had to make do with what you had. So, but the mode itself is really good.
Nice. Glad to hear you enjoyed it. We've certainly loved playing it. Me and Kabam Zen have certainly gone on a lot of bouts in this game mode and are loving it, and glad that you guys get to enjoy it as well. Yeah, on that topic though, I was curious, what do you think is kind of the stronger way to play around? Do you think it's better to just try and deal with whatever your defender is, or to deal with the nodes? Sometimes you can't really hit both of those, so I'm curious which one you felt was more punishing.
I think the nodes are way more punishing than the defender. There's not really a defender in this game that I think is impossible to fight with, 4 or 5 different counters, but the nodes are really limiting on like what you can bring to counter it, and I think that was what made these fights the most difficult.
Now, if there was one thing that you can change about this whole matchup, what would that have been?
I would have put more points in the XP boost. I threw one in there just because I knew XP was so important, but I guess I needed more.
I didn't even consider that. Yeah, that's I totally didn't even cross my mind. You again, first the miles pick, now the XP boost. You're hitting us from all fronts here.
I tried my best.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Well, Werewrym, thank you so much for taking some time to sit and talk with us about your experience in the Summoner Showdown. We all had a blast watching you, and we wish you luck, and maybe we'll see you next year.
Thank you. It was fun. It was so much fun.
All right, now, coming up next, we have our finalist ready to go. HappyMcMuffins is waiting for us to talk to him. Well, here we are with our finalist, and man, you were undefeated in this series, which is absolutely fantastic. I have to imagine you feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. It was a lot of fun. I'm happy to be able to, redeem my loss from last year and get back into the finals and try to win it all this time.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited to see you in the finals, coming back with vengeance. I feel like absolutely just showing a monstrous performance today. I gotta ask you, we saw the Division versus Man God matchup twice, and that first time you absolutely killed it, super clean, and the second one was oh so close. You gotta talk to me a little bit about those matchups, man.
Yeah, that second one, 1% left. I can't believe
so
I couldn't
close.
finish that one. But yeah, I really like that matchup because the whole goal is to not let them do any specials because they're unblockable, and using vision really allowed me to control his power really well.
Yeah, and you know what? Sweeping Bow series, absolutely phenomenal play. Really great drafts. I loved a lot of your picks. I was looking through your deck, and yeah, I was liking all of them. Walk me through a little bit what you think of this new format.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Compared to last year, I like choosing the defenders first and then countering with the attacker. So you have like some chance of having a decent matchup. Last year there was a few silly ones in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like it.
Now, does this change up your play style at all? Having so much skill, and we ask everybody this, using your backdraft intercepts, using all your tools, your side steps, all that good stuff, how does it change the way that you play, having a few of those items kind of like the rug pulled from under you with either random picks or maybe not having the perfect counter to whoever your defender is at the time? How does that change the way you play and the way that you approach the game?
Oh, it makes it pretty tough because for this round, with the unblockable specials and the spite, I really tried to load up my my deck with a lot of power control champions that will be able to stop them from throwing specials if I got a matchup like let's say a Punisher 2099 or something like that. I didn't want to be taking those specials, so I really needed to make sure that I can get those champions that can lock down that power.
Yeah, and I think me and Dave can both agree on this, and the score kind of speaks for itself. You did an awesome job of dealing with that. I love seeing the meta evolving here. It seemed like MCoC was a pretty popular pick. I'm curious if there's any kind of other picks you would have liked to have tried out or seen, or maybe something in your deck you weren't able to pull out.
Yeah, I had Spider going in there, just in case there was a certain matchup that had unstoppable, and of course she can evade those unblockable specials, so that would have been pretty cool to see. But there's always that for next round.
All right. Now, in this whole series, did you have a favorite moment or a favorite fight?
I'd say the first MCoC fight, because that one went pretty smoothly. The second one didn't work out as well as I hoped, but yeah, I'd say that first MCoC fight.
Yeah, nice. I have to agree. That was
Very nice.
Amazing fight. One more question I've got for you. I'm curious, how do you feel about masteries? This is actually, compared to last year, I feel like nobody's using the Liquid Courage and Double Edge anymore for these, and I'm curious what your take on, or what's your take on kind of the meta of the masteries this time around?
Well, this time around, it's the defenders are based on the masteries that you set on offense. So if you placed with those suicides, it would make the fight way easier to fight against. So I don't think they were the right move to go with this time around.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up doing a few different choices. I think I had Collar Tech to help with the power with those visions to be able to control the power even more. And yeah, I think that helped me out.
Nice, yeah. Shoutouts to last year.
That's right. I love that collar tech, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Pulling out the Punisher 2099 with collar tech last year. I remember it well. Love to see that you're bringing it back and obviously doing very well with it.
Yeah, it's a really underrated mastery.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, one final question from me as well. Do you think you are going to take the trophy home this year?
I hope so. I was pretty disappointed that last year I lost by one hit. I threw that special into that Vision Arcus block, and I gotta make sure to not make a mistake like that again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to seeing you in it, man.
Absolutely. And you all at home can take a look at how HappyMcMuffins performs in the finals. And HappyMcMuffins, thanks for coming by and talking us through your amazing win through the semifinals and taking it for the Americas.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thanks for taking some time to talk to us today, Happy McMuffins. You should be absolutely proud because you had one of the greatest showings out of all of the Americas, showing that you are the top dog. Now, John, what did you think of that absolute madness?
Yeah, I thought Happy was fantastic. All of our competitors did a really great job in the semifinals, and I can't wait to see Happy come back with a vengeance in these finals.
Oh yeah, me too. And speaking of which, make sure that you click subscribe, like, comment, and share, and all of that good stuff, because there is definitely more Summoner Showdown 2021. Now, remember, stay dorky, and we'll catch y'all in the battle realm.